right, today I'm going to be talking about two of my favorite late season hunting pants, both a Sitka Timberline pant and a Browning Gore-Tex fleece lined pant, and tell you about the use cases I've used them in, what I like about them, some of the cool features, maybe some downsides, and hopefully help you make a good decision when you're trying to figure out what your next late season pant's going to be. So let's kick it off with the Browning pant. I started using this in 2019. I don't know the exact title of it, but it is a basically Hell's Canyon camo. And the cool thing and special thing about this pant is that it's fleece lined and it's Gore-Tex lined. So this is a special pant because the moisture is not going to get through, water's not going to get through, and you're going to be warm. Maybe the downside is you might be too warm. Something like this, I don't use a base layer typically unless it's going to be really cold, like below 30, I would say. But I have put these to the test on my 2019 Colorado elk hunt, sitting in snow all day around a fire, hiking around. When I did get my elk, like I had blood. I'll probably throw on the video that I use on a lot of these, but when I'm packing out the elk, you can see how much blood is on these pants, and none of it got through. My legs were completely dry. It's pretty nice because you can zip the pants from down here. It makes it so if you are maybe have a lighter weight pant that's not super warm, but you still want to just keep on, you can keep that whole setup on and throw your boots on through this a little bit easier. Or it just makes it easier to put the pants on because they're just a little bit more stout. I don't think I used gaiters. Maybe I did use gaiters on that hunt. I can't remember. But that hunt was pretty cold. It was 16 degrees when we finally got to the vehicle with the elk head. And I was fine. We're also active and moving around. I never felt like I heated up too much in this. Gore-Tex is really good because it allows that moisture to go through and get to the other side. So if you can get a good Gore-Tex line and insulated pant combo, that can be phenomenal. I guess the thing I didn't like, I remember these belt loops were just a little bit tight. It was a pain to put my belt through it if I remember correctly. The other, like the main downside, I would say is they're probably a little too warm for most of the stuff I'm doing. If you're hiking around, you're going to create heat. Not a big deal if you're in that below 30 range, but this is a great option. Again, I don't think they make the Gore-Tex option anymore, but these pants have been phenomenal for me. My friend Nick, he used them on the elk hunt in 2023. He stayed warm, he stayed comfortable, and we hit some cold temperatures, 9 degrees when we started packing out at 1:30 in the morning. Moving on to the Timberline pants, these are definitely lighter weight than those ones. They're also not like a thick pant. It's a late season pant, but it's not, the fabric, it's not really that thick. To keep the warmth, I think you need to wear a base layer bottom. And so what I use is the Stone Glacier Helio zip-offs. I've used a lot of different base layer bottoms. I like the kind that'll zip off because when it gets hot, you just need to keep your boots on. You can drop the pants, unzip, and just take these off. Throw them in your pack. Put them on later if you're gonna go sit and get cold again. Waffle design, nice and warm. Nothing too special other than they zip off, and they kept me dry. Very good moisture wicking, moisture management to keep me warm inside the Timberline pants. These do come with a set of suspenders. I'm not a suspender person, but I do like them for the late season. You got a lot of layers. It kind of, you have like multiple jackets on. It'll kind of hold it all together a little bit and just keep the pants up so you don't get any kind of snow in the back, which is nice. I'd say the big win for these pants is the waterproof seat and the waterproof knees. They keep you dry, and on those late season hunts, the ground is wet, there's snow, there's moisture, and you can hunt, I think, more efficiently if you're not worried about where you put your knee, and you can just crawl and go and lay down and make a shot and not worry, do I need to make the shot quick before the moisture gets through to my clothes? Because if you have kneel down, wet grass, wet ground, and that moisture goes through the outer, then your base layer, then your knee, that's not fun, and it's going to take time for that to dry. So you don't have that issue with these. The other cool thing is they come with knee pads, which are very nice. I'm not a knee pad person. I've never used knee pads. I've needed them when I'm doing stocks for archery season, but I haven't used them yet for that use case. But in these pants, I used them for my mid-season cow hunt in Nevada with lots of snow. These actually did great because I was able to kneel down and not worry about moisture. It's already waterproof knee, but just another layer of protection and confidence that you're not going to get wet. They also help insulate. They're they have a little bit of substance to them. They're not super thin, and they kept my knees warm. The Sitka Intercept pant came out in 2023. They come with these knee pads, which are a lighter weight knee pad, should help with a little bit more breathability. I didn't use these in the early season because archery is really hot, and I would pack them in my pack in case I had a stock. I would go on stocks, and I just never pulled them out to put them in. But I did use them in Colorado just to see how they compared to the other ones. And they were lighter, they were comfortable, they seemed to move around just a little bit more. Maybe because the bottom is a little bit more narrow for the Timberline, because they're made for the Intercept pant, but they can be used in the Timberline. And they weren't as warm, but these are meant to protect you, not necessarily insulate and keep you warm. So that's my take on the two different Sitka knee pads. But it's awesome because they come with knee pads. I did use gaiters for all the hunts that I did in these, and the bottom of these are fine and not wore out and tore or anything because I kept them protected. And I am a gaiter kind of person. You bust through a lot of brush and stuff, and you don't want to ruin your pants or get them wet. The only spot where I had a couple threads go on me is right here. This is on the inner. You can see some threads here. I need to hand sew that, but just had some separation. I could probably stick my pinky in there if needed, and not a huge deal. And actually on both sides I just have a little bit, just a couple spots where the thread's not there. I don't know if that's from going back and forth, or maybe I hit a bad brush or something, but nothing I can't repair on my own. But again, these are a good option if you're looking for knee pad compatible, waterproof seat and knees. These are the way to go. I've also tested out some pants that were a waterproof seat, and it was not breathable. It was like no fun. Yeah, your butt didn't get wet from snow, but it did not breathe either, so it was not good. These, I would say breathable. I'm also using them in really, really cold temperatures, and don't have an issue with breathability there. So think about your use case, what you like. If you can get a good fleece lined pant, if you like a lot extra warmth, maybe you're not going to be as active, go with something like this that has that's thicker. I was still able to move around just fine with it, but these are definitely heavier than something like this. And Gore-Tex through the whole thing is pretty awesome. If you can find something that is actual Gore-Tex that will breathe and not just be waterproof, it's a good combo. If you like the combination of water resistant areas and waterproof knees and seat, these could be a great option. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions on these two pants. If I can find a link to the Browning pants, I'll put them up there. I've looked, I can't really find them. I don't think they make them anymore, but they've been a solid pant for me. So thank you for watching. Good luck, stay warm out there. Later. How does it look?
Huge.
It feels huge.